Hello, and it's so good to be back with you. It's been probably about a month. I've had a lot going on in this last month. I think the last I left you, I had mentioned that I went to visit my dad, and when I went to visit him, I walked in on him, and he was having a stroke. And without going into a lot of detail, he is actually at 97. After a lot of physical therapy and speech therapy, he's doing okay. God has plans for him still, and he is still hanging in there. And then maybe later I'll tell you a little bit more about my eye. It's still has its challenges, and then my husband gave me a scare. So we've had a couple months, but you know what? Everything is fine, and I don't know what I'd do without art, but today is a really fun painting. At least I think it is. I've mentioned before, my style of art is not for everyone, and but there are those that do connect with my work, and so you may enjoy this piece. But the point is not necessarily to paint like me, but some of the concepts that I share and I use, those are the things that I wanted you to take away from this painting specifically. So I wrote down some of my thoughts here that I wanted to kind of just tell you about what the video is about. So let me put my eyes on. And the first thing, I've done this before. I've shown you where I've taken the different types of paints, like the thick paints, the thin paints, those that are high flow from golden, and I've put them together in one painting. And I noticed a long time ago when I had all the paint the same, it was a very flat painting. So when I had the different thicknesses, like a thick body, even right out of the tube, or a high flow, which is just very watery, the painting comes alive. And so I show you that again in this video, the differences in how they help. And I don't know what Cy Twombly did, but this is how I recreated some of the same things that I saw in his paintings. And the inspiration was one of his paintings, and this is it right here. And I've done this before. I did this in a YouTube video before, and I even have done that in a very large painting. But his inspiration, to me, he uses like gestural marks. He uses symbolism. He uses like drips. He almost takes a muted background and then adds all these marks on top of it. It brings a bold expressionism with poetic symbolism. Let me say that again. It bridges this expressionism with this symbolism. I don't have a lot of per se symbolism in the painting that I did for my bathroom, but the marks that are in it are my marks. So it's like my symbolism. And that's kind of like what you want to do a lot of times in your paintings. If you want to recreate like Joan Mitchell's or those type of paintings, is to use some of their techniques, but create it with your marks. And I think, as I'll show you here, the bathrooms I've done, I have 3 bathrooms, and one's my art room, one is my master, and one is, another bathroom. And the bathroom that I created this for, it's got like pinks and grays and things like that in it, and that's what I created this painting for. And I love it. You'll see me use the thick paint and then the thin paints in a very gestural way, the way I normally use the paints to create this, and it's like a 12 by like 36-inch long painting. And then while the painting is drying, I went ahead and I'm doing a little demo. So if you want to, don't cut out before that part, but the demo is on just a piece of paper, and I just add the thick paint and the high flow and some thin paints mixed with water. And then I noticed that the different shapes really were appealing to me because I did some circles and some more like rectangles. So I took a snapshot of that and I just put that into like a mock-up of a room, and to kind of show you what the painting could look like if you were to just use those shapes and those thicknesses and thinnesses of paint. I mean, it turned out to me like a nice painting. I mean, it was just sloppy marks on a paper, but the result was very appealing to the eye because of those differences, and that's the point I want to get across. The main concept is, if you're looking at a painting and you wondering what will make this painting more intentional, the differences, and I've mentioned this so many times, in the marks that you make, the sizes, the shapes, and then the thicknesses and thinnesses of the paint is what will help you get to where you want to go. So let's jump into this and let's, just see where this takes us. And I hope you enjoy it. As always, thank you to those that have continued to be a member on this channel. The membership is just to support me, and I kindly cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. Those that don't even subscribe, I know you have a reason why you don't, but if you do want to, and I've been told on the TV you don't know how to, if you just scroll down till you see the circle which has my picture, click on that and you subscribe. Or give it a thumbs up. I understand YouTube right now has really been pushing out some of those that are smaller channels, and they're looking at that thumbs up to help push the video out. No one sees, I don't know who does it. I don't know who does a thumbs down or a thumbs up on my channel, but when it's a thumbs up, the algorithm pushes it out. Okay, enough of all that. Let's get into the painting, and I hope you enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and what you think of my new bathrooms. Well, hello everyone. It has been about a month, maybe a little bit longer. Been an incredibly busy month. I have this painting in my bathroom upstairs. As you know, I moved in this house about 7 months ago now. And I love this painting, but what I've been doing is using these longer canvases in certain spots. And this is going to be perfect in the spot where that little painting is. And this was just a white canvas, and I threw on very haphazardly some white and black, and I mixed it together and just did some marking to come up with these just very textured looking grays and things. But what I want to bring that painting back over is to bring in, because I have pink in there, to bring in some pink, and then just for fun bring in, some of the blacks, because the bathroom has got a lot of gray. It's got a penny tile kind of grays, and my towels are pink, but I want to bring some more pop. So I'm going to try to recreate this type of feeling. This is like a Cy Twombly painting that I did, and recreate that for on here. So I have to the side a area where I'm mixing my paints, and I'm using these heavier body paints, some from Liquitex, some from Golden, a Payne's Gray, this is titanium white. I'm going to be using Quinacridone Magenta from Golden. I have some mint from Lucas, and a light blue. I don't know how much of that. I even want to add some turquoise. I may grab some high flow turquoise. So I'm going to turn on some music for you, And I'm going to just paint. I'm going to just start. And that's the best way I have found for me is instead of trying to talk and paint to just let you watch me paint and let's see where this takes us. I'm going to not put these on the palette right now. I'll bring these in a little bit later. I think I also want a little bit of yellow. So let me get started. What I want to mention to you is a couple things that make a difference when you're doing a painting, especially like a Cy Twombly painting or any painting that is along those lines. And that is the type of paint. You can use like paint that's thick. Make it better. Very thick. This is thicker paint. It comes basically right out of the tube. The other thing is when you dilute the paint and like with water or a medium or something, it gives a totally different appearance. Then the use of high flows. And these are, I'm going to put both black and white down. In fact, I'm going to blend them together. They are very unique in themselves as they are just a very high fluid. And you can see when I'm painting with it what a difference that makes. the thicker paint, and let me do another, you can even use it like right out of the tube. It's even thicker than using it with the brush. Extremely thick. So the difference between like this and this on your painting is going to look really beautiful. And you really want a mixture of all this in your painting so that it doesn't all look one way. Even the idea of my having, let me make this shape even bigger here, even having a circle, some lines here, a larger shape, and then if I were just to put even a smaller shape right there, the whole design in itself, the differences between like circles, lines, a bigger like shape here, a smaller shape, this all is interesting on your painting. And when you have all this, you're creating the eye to really enjoy what it's looking at. I thought I would just throw in here a funny little sideline here. I took the painting of these marks and I actually put them into what it could look like as a painting if we did this larger, and even put it in a room as a large painting. And because of the marks, now not everyone's going to like the abstracts that I like, but because of the marks, them being different and different sizes, something as simple as this little thing we did here, it's, it looks attractive. It looks very modern in a room. I don't know your thoughts. I mean, you may think it's too simple, but like I said, I like abstracts and I like this type of an abstract. So to me, it would be appealing. So even marking through, whoops, this is just real thin paper. Marking through, you're getting really interesting looks created in your painting. A lot of times I like to partially mark some of the marks out. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here is that there's a difference in the paint thickness that you put down, and then there's a difference in the different shapes that you put down. And so we can continue just even to play here. And I'm just playing right now, but different shapes, having just different, I mean, this is just a pretty little composition right here in itself. Well, if you've made it to the end, thank you for watching. Let me know if you stayed to the end. I'm always curious. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I have a whole bunch of new videos I have ideas for, trying to get back in the groove. I didn't say what happened with my eye, but I've lost a good bit of my vision in my right eye, but that's okay. I can still do abstracts and I can still do videos. And the injections put me out for a couple days, but I'm learning to recuperate a little bit faster. My prayer, and I would love your prayers, is to have a full recovery. It may take a year, but I'm willing to wait if I can get a full eyesight back in that eye. But thank you, and let me know how things are, and especially if you're in the Knoxville area, I'd love to meet you. I've met a couple new artists, and I'm really enjoying my new studio and my new life with all the kinks and curves I've had. So thank you, and I will see you next time.